feel like I'm in a dream.
But they're a fan. Okay, then they're a fan and a loser.
The man was arrested and charged with being a public nuisance.
Could Ariana Grande finally speak up after basically getting snatched at her own Wicked premiere? Because you guys, that video had me sitting there like, what is even happening right now? Cynthia Erivo jumped in faster than the security that was literally hired to be there, while Ariana just froze with that "I don't know what's going on, but I hate it here" face. And the man who grabbed her? Nope, not a confused fan, not someone who tripped. This wasn't even his first time, or his third, or his fifth. This man has been running onto stages, fields, carpets, everything for years. He's been tackled, dragged, escorted out, and he still keeps popping up like it's a sport. But here's where it stops feeling like a random red carpet slip up and starts feeling off. Because when fans went digging, they found the video that he posted before the premiere, the one where he called Ariana his best friend and said that he was finally going to meet her. He wasn't joking. He was excited in a way that didn't feel okay anymore. And after they arrested him, fined him, processed him, whatever, he got out and posted another video bragging that he was free again, like this was his cute little hobby. It all hits at once. Ariana starts her slow walk down the yellow carpet, smiling for cameras, trying to settle into the moment, and out of nowhere comes this man sprinting in like he's trying to make his big debut. And the part that threw everyone off, he doesn't just touch her, he grabs her. Full arm around her shoulders, pulls her into him like they planned a photo shoot together.
Look, I feel like I'm in a dream. That's my best friend Ariana Grande, and I'm gonna meet her. Yes, I've been dreaming about that. Yes, finally, I dreamed about meeting Ariana Grande, and finally, my dreams became true. Look how cool that is.
And then Cynthia Erivo comes flying in like the real security guard. She literally steps in between them, pushes him off, and yells at him while Ariana tries to step back and breathe. Even Michelle Yeoh rushes in like, what is going on? Meanwhile, the actual security guards are still jogging from the other side of the carpet like they just realized something is wrong. And honestly, it makes sense for Ariana to be all shaken up. Like, she's been open about the anxiety that she's had since Manchester. Loud crowds, sudden movements, unexpected touches, all of that hits harder than most people realize.
You've been very open about your struggles with anxiety. So how did you overcome all of that and get back on stage?
Well, I think just looking at my fans and the way that they responded to it, and like, of course, the city of Manchester and how they responded to it with so much like unity and strength and love and like fearlessness, and I just never really seen anything like it, and I was like, you know.
So having a stranger run full speed, wrap his arms around her, and yank her into him, yeah, that wasn't just a little scare, that was a full trigger moment. The second that fans saw the man's face, the internet basically went, not him again, because this was not a confused fan. This was Johnson Wen, or Pajama Man if you've ever seen his Instagram. The same guy that has been sneaking into events for years, documenting everything like it's his personal reality TV show. And the second fans figured out it was him, everybody rushed online to compare notes because at this point, his whole history is basically public record. And the very first clip people dragged back up, the Katy Perry moment, where he somehow ended up right next to her on stage, smiling like he rehearsed with her. Katy looked lost, the band froze, security panicked, and he just strolled off like he finished his verse. Then somebody pulled up the Weeknd incident, and that's when everyone went, okay, this guy is actually out of control, because he didn't just wander up there, he charged onto that stage mid-song straight into the spotlight like he thought he was supposed to hit a note or something. Security had to grab him, drag him off while he was still trying to move forward, and the whole place froze because nobody could understand how he even got up there that fast. And the craziest part, he stayed so calm about it. think that would have been enough chaos for one person, but no. He also showed up during a Chainsmokers event, walked straight on to the performance like he bought a backstage pass on sale, and decided to test it out in real time. But then it gets even worse because he doesn't just pull stunts at concerts. He somehow shows up at sporting events too, which makes no sense when you think about how tight the security usually is. And yet he still managed to delay the 100-meter final at the actual Olympics. He ran onto the track like he was warming up for his own race, shut the whole thing down for a moment, and everyone watching was trying to figure out how this man keeps getting past every barrier like it's nothing. Then the football clips started coming back, and that's when everyone realized he has been bragging on Instagram like it's his personal trophy shelf. He actually calls himself the 2023 World Cup final pitch invader. Like that is something to flex about. And the wild part is, he did invade the World Cup final. And it doesn't just stop there, because he pulled the same stunt during the Cricket World Cup final in 2023 too. He ran straight onto the field, got close enough to touch the players, and only backed off when security tackled him. Tackled! That's how far he pushed it. And what throws everyone off is how normal he acts the entire time. He just stands there smiling like he belongs on that stage or that field or that carpet, like every celebrity and athlete is supposed to accept him just popping up whenever he feels like showing up. Then the internet found the video he posted right before the Wicked premiere, the one where he said he felt like he was in a dream and Ariana was his best friend and he was finally going to meet her. He looked excited in a way that didn't feel normal anymore, almost like he had built this whole situation up in his head and convinced himself it was supposed to happen.
Look, I feel like I'm in a dream. That's my best friend Ariana Grande, and I'm gonna meet her. Yes, I've been dreaming about that.
Now that he actually got close enough to put his hands on Ariana, Singapore authorities didn't waste time. They gave him a charge that could land him up to 3 months in jail or a $2,000 fine, or both, which in my opinion feels pretty soft when you look at how many times he's pulled stuff like this and how bold he's gotten every single time. Now, while everyone online was still trying to figure out how this man even got close enough to grab Ariana, the first person from the cast who actually spoke up wasn't Ariana, wasn't Cynthia, wasn't Michelle. It was Marissa Bodie, and the way that she jumped in, you could tell she was already so sick of the whole situation. Marissa plays Nessa Rose in the Wicked films, and she went straight to TikTok that same night. She posted a bunch of videos calling out people online who were trying to act like this man was just some sweet fan who made a little mistake.
But they're a fan. Okay, then they're a fan and a loser. Because what we're not about to do is make a woman whose space was invaded.
You could tell she was not having it. She made it really clear she did not buy that harmless fan angle for even a second. And let's be real, this wasn't out of nowhere for her. She's talked before about how weird things get when people treat celebrities like characters in their own fantasy world, how people throw things on stage, push boundaries, and act like they're owed a moment just because they're in the same room. This situation clearly hit that same nerve.
Mind you, I've talked about this in detail and further extent before on this page about parasociality, especially at things like concerts or just when someone in the public eye is at an event, like people throwing shit on stage mid-performance, people yelling loudly out of turn at concerts during like a sad or slower song just for attention.
Marissa made it obvious that what happened to Ariana wasn't normal. It wasn't cute, and nobody in that cast was just gonna shrug it off. Here's the part that everyone keeps checking for. Ariana hasn't said a single word about what happened. Cynthia hasn't made a statement either. Both of them are completely silent while this moment is getting louder by the hour. With the way this whole thing exploded, it honestly feels like we're right on the edge of a response, whether it comes from Ariana herself herself, Cynthia, or both of them together. Something is brewing. You can feel it. And when they finally break that silence, I will be right here to walk you through every second of it because this situation isn't slowing down. It's building into something way bigger than anyone expected.